Going to be repairing our Ion drum kit here for Rockband 2. We already fixed our yellow because it died.
It's actually a mod. You could call it a mod, but it's really not a mod. It's actually just a fix here. And I don't know if you can see this. You get a close-up shot of that?
Yep.
How ridiculously small that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's called planned obsolescence. That's what that's called. So for all you people out there who have Ion drum sets that stop working, maybe they're missing notes and everything, this is a little something that you can do to fix it, and hopefully it will work a lot better.
So we're basically bastardizing wires from other
yes,
things, right?
What you see here is actually a wire, and because, you know, I'm like MacGyver, I just use whatever I have at my disposal. And this is a wire that is commonly used in computers. It's in the back of a CD-ROM drive, and it's used to carry sound from your sound card, or this to your sound card. And
sound to your motherboard.
Sound to your motherboard. Well, whatever. That. And you'll see that as he takes this apart, that there's really not a whole lot involved in these things. They're pretty straightforward. Okay.
Now, is it a plug?
Well, no, it's glued. The best bet is to pick the glue off, since they just use cheap glue. And then just pull off like that and expose the solder connection.
Excuse me. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just cut the ends off of this here. We don't need that. And on this side
Just
here.
remember that the red's on the top, the blue's on the bottom.
That.
Red on top, blue on bottom. Got it.
We only need 2 wires too, so you'll see that they're on these particular cables. You'll probably get you know, whatever cables you have, but the idea is you want something that's a little thicker than what they're using.
See, looking like that, just from a little pressure, the wire broke.
Huh.
Yep. There's a perfect example of why it stops working. Okay, so now we end up with a cable essentially. These actually work quite nicely because they're already kind of wrapped up. You end up with you know, 2 wires on either side like this. We just strip them down, and this is what we're going to use to connect.
We didn't work through the circuit.
Just kind of set it up.
Yeah. So just in the act of taking it apart, you can see that the red actually broke on its own, and don't be afraid. We're just going to cut the blue wire. Bang! Alright, so this is basically it. That's the piezo sensor there. And you can see here that they use this weird kind of stuff here. And I think this is part of the problem, to tell you the truth. This stuff here.
Okay.
But for the most part, I think it's the wires that just suck.
Now, are you going to retape those down like they have here, or you just leave them
Yeah,
free?
I did in the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just kind of peeled the tape back here. Now this tape, it may or may not survive it, but I did tuck it back down underneath the tape once I got it up. So I just pull it back where I've got it exposed. All right, so I just kind of left that, and then these things here, they can just be clipped off because we're not using these at all.
So does it matter where you're soldering onto the piezo, as long as it's anywhere on the metal part, it's okay?
The red's going to go to the inner ring, and the blue is going to go to the outer ring.
Feel me taking this off?
Yes.
Just take your trusty soldering iron, heat up the 2 contacts.
Sorry about the noise. Somebody's playing Rockband in the background.
Without the drums, the best part.
Try to do this without anybody getting burnt.
Yeah, now do you actually use more wire, like a longer section of wire than what they're using, or?
Yeah, we use about what he's got there. You know, we twist them up real good. This one here, give it a good twist too. So you get one solid piece.
Now let's say somebody didn't have some sort of computer device that they could bastardize the wires from. What would you suggest if they were to go to a hardware store?
You can go
16
to.
gauge speaker cable.
Yep, speaker cable would work. Anything that's this almost looks not like copper. It almost looks like silver, but.
So
Now he's going to do the solder job. And we do have extra solder here. You'll probably need that.
Low autofocus. That should be good.
Alright. So that's what we kind of end up with there. Now,
Take a little piece of tape.
we didn't
cover
really
up the
spend a lot of
connections.
time on it, but yeah, you could tape up the exposed wires. We're not gonna bother about that. I don't think. I think they'll stay apart. Now it goes up through here. So we take the wire. So that now becomes the under padding. All right. So we're just about ready here. Go to town again, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We want this on the outside, that on the inside. So I'm just looking at where we can get the best connection. So
Now, using speaker while you'd be able to pull them out better. Utilize
I
movements.
can hold that if you want to just do the grab the and just do the red.
It doesn't take much. Quick dot.
So that's basically what you end up with. And you don't have whatever this stuff is. I'm pretty sure it's
Probably glue that
some
they
sort of
use.
a paste or glue or whatever it is. But you're going to get a better contact on the piezo sensor now because you're actually using actual solder on the outer ring and on the inner ring. Now, you don't want to get any solder touching across the outer inner ring because that would be bad. But as long as you keep it on like this, we should be good. So all we have to do now is roll this puppy up. Put her in place. Just goes back on to here. Probably want to put this over top. Now we put the screws back in, and Bob's your uncle.
Bob is my uncle. That's so weird.
George is your cousin, too.
Actually, don't have any
You got a
cousin
couple
Georges,
of,
strangely enough.
Screws at the bottom here that are missing. I'm missing a O-ring. Washer. Oh, it's over here. Yay.
And what sort of device did you guys use to get those bolts out? Because I know it's not
A device. It's called a Allen wrench.
Allen wrench. Wow,
key-
that's
Allen key, they
alien
call it.
technology. Come
Yes,
on.
but it's standard size. Most people have these in their toolbox,
Mm-hmm.
so nothing extraordinary there. So they're very, very simple devices. So this can be done, and you go from this, which is absolutely a joke, to something that it should have been made out of in the first place. And I call that planned obsolescence personally. Or they're trying to reduce the cost of
Cutting
the
corners, to
they're
get the
cutting
thing out as cheap
so,
as possible.
You know what? It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it took us maybe 5-10 minutes worth of work here, and you're going to end up with something that's far more robust than what it was before. So shouldn't be dropping any notes, and you know what? We'll do this eventually to all 4 pads.
Right. Cool. All right. So next time you see us, we'll be have it on the kit and trying it out and
Peace.
show you how well it works.
So,
All right. So we got the red fixed and it's all hooked up. Everything's good to go. Here's the yellow. This was completely dead before we did our little optimization. Now, unfortunately, the motion or the velocity sensitive part of this doesn't work. You're supposed to be able to just hit a little bit and it gives you a little bit of sound. You're supposed to be able to hit it really hard. It's really hard sound. No, it's the same. Anyways, here's our red. We just fixed. Not one missed note.
perfect.